Hello, hope you're all doing well. Today I'll be ranking all of the TF2 mercenaries and how easy they are to play as. I'll be using this template to rank all of the classes on how easy they are to play. Let's get straight on with the video. First up we have Scout, and Scout is fairly difficult because he's fast, whizzing around all the time, and that makes it hard for him to aim. He also has like quite low health. I believe it's the lowest out of all the mercenaries. You have to be close because it's a shotgun, so you have to get up close. You can't just like snipe them, but you have a secondary weapon, and you have to have good aim. So here's some examples of bad aim. So in this example, this is me trying to shoot a Scout, and since we're both whizzing all over the place, I can't aim properly. And because of my limited amount of ammo, I had to leave the fight and get heals because of my low health and how I was just about to die. Because of what I just said and explained, we are putting Scout on the requires thought and skill, because you can't just like pick him up and start being good. You have to actually play for a bit. Now that we've ranked Scout, we're going to move on to Soldier. Soldier, I have a lot of things to say about Soldier. He's great, in general. He has long range. He is slow, but like he's great for taking out sentries. He's fairly easy to like start playing, but if you want to get really good at him, it's harder. The rockets are quite slow though, so for example, you shoot an enemy, it's gonna have they can move out the way depending on how far away they are. You don't want to fire it too close because you'll deal damage to yourself. Personally, when I tried Soldier, I had no problem with him and got quite a lot of kills. He has 200 health and he is the mercenary with the second highest amount of health. To be honest with you, I wasn't actually too sure where to put Soldier. I was going to put it in easy, but then I was like, he's not that easy. And then I was going to put it in requires thought and skill. So I just ended up putting it in requires thought and skill because, because of the reasons that I said last time. Yeah. Now that I've ranked Soldier in its appropriate spot, we are going to move on to Pyro. Although people like to refer to the Pyro mains as W plus -1 players, that's not entirely true. There is more to being a Pyro main than just holding right mouse button. You could be a combo Pyro using the degreaser, I'm very dumb, with the flare gun, and that could be a pretty good option for combo Pyro. I'll go on about this more, but I'm not here to tell you about the best Pyro loadouts. Moving on, Pyro has always been a very good beginner option because of its simple concept and controls, as well as the fact that you can spray a person and hope to kill them. The downside about Pyro, if we're just talking about the flamethrower, is the range of the flamethrower. It's fairly short, but obviously you can use your secondary weapon for longer range targets. As I said, Pyro is pretty easy, but if you want to get really good, it's more of a challenge, and could be a lot more effective to help the team win. But due to the fact that it's pretty easy to start off with, I'm going to put it in the mouse 1 plus W, or whatever you want to say. If there was an option in the middle, I would put it there. But there's not, even though I made the chart, but yeah, it's too late. I'm not bothered. Now moving on to Demoman. Demoman is a mid-range class. Close range is pretty difficult, and you have to predict where the grenades are going to land because of gravity. You can't really do long range, and it's hard to aim when you're fighting, like, let's say, a Scout, because they're moving a lot. Personally, I find Demoman quite hard. I'm bad. And you can play with the shield and sword for a different playstyle. Basically, Demo Knight. Demoman is fun when you get good, but it's pretty hard to start. Because Demoman is pretty hard at first, and hard in general, I'm going to put him at difficult to main. Heavy is the strongest class in the game, having 300 health, so he has to have a weakness to balance it out. His main weakness being his movement. It's easy to hit him, but again he has a lot of health, so it's going to take a lot of shots to kill him. If there's multiple people, more specifically multiple scouts, it's hard to deal with them all at once. Let me give you an example. I'm fighting an engineer, then 2 scouts come out, and I can only shoot 1 target, so that's what caused me to die. What could I have done differently? Ran away or had a medic? Even though the heavy is slow. Although it's fairly easy to pick up, it still has some difficulty in it and staying alive. So I'm going to have to put it at easy. Engineer can be easy and hard. Personally, I've not looked up any good sentry spots, so I'm sorry you have to watch this. Anyways, as I was saying, it can be easy because you can just find a good sentry spot, place it down, and let the sentry do all the work for you. It could be hard because you're reliant on your sentries and not your guns. So in combat, it could be difficult without a sentry. You also have to find a good spot for your sentry so it doesn't get destroyed straight away. The conclusion is that it could be hard because of knowing where to put your sentry, and easy because you could just let your sentry do the job. And also I hate playing as engineer. I'm still going to put it at easy, as once you have found a good spot for your sentry, you just let your sentry do the work. And just, yeah. I apologise that I don't have that much experience with engineer. I just don't play as him. Medic, as the name suggests, is a class to heal other players, keep them alive, and overall assist the team to victory. What makes this class a challenge is the fact that when healing someone, you are defenseless unless you do one of the 3 things. A. Stop healing and try and shoot the enemy. B. Stay where you are and continue healing. Or C. Find cover whilst healing the team and getting health from doing that. If you chose C, that would be my choice. The difficulty with medic, as I said, is staying alive. So say you're healing a heavy. They could help keep you alive by throwing food at you, if they can, and you could find cover. That's what I'd do. Due to the points I've made earlier, I'm going to put medic in the difficult to main section. Now we're going to move on to sniper. Sniper. I sometimes enjoy playing as this class. Camping in a nice spot and getting some headshots is good. But depending on what sidearm you have, and as a whole, close range is difficult. So it's recommended just to use your melee if you don't have a gun. The thing that makes sniper hard is short range, positioning, staying still. Snipers who stay stationary become easy targets. And snipers can have difficulty dealing with certain classes. For example, heavies can be hard to deal with because of the large amount of health they have. Some easy parts of being a sniper is having a long range advantage. The fact that they can shoot someone and if it's a headshot then they'll just die. Being in a fairly safe place that's a fair distance away from the fight but still close enough to get some kills. Now I'm going to put sniper at difficult to main because you have to have good aim and he's difficult when at close combat, and all the reasons I stated previously. Last but not least, we have Spy. I'm probably recording this footage in a bottleby because Spy is so hard. Spy, in my opinion, is so hard. People can see you when invisible and disguised. And here's some of the hard parts. People can see you when you're invisible, and sometimes they just, when disguised, they just know where you are. And don't even get me started on trying to backstab. That is so difficult, bro. The one easy thing about being spy is maybe it's easy to flank, but I'm just saying easily on the grand scale of things. And because you all know it, and I know it, I'm putting in good luck, mate, because spy is so goddamn hard.